The Seth Rogen laugh is still the... I'm telling you, he has the Seth Rogen laugh. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to an episode of the AfterThoughts podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Steve. To my right, I have...
Jordan.
And to my left, I have our special guest for today.
Here comes a new challenger!
Hi, my name's Hugo. I go by Juice Box. The guy that sells corn around the corner. I don't know. That guy.
Mr. Elote.
Get that corn out of my face!
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
So, as you can see, once again, last week was kind of weird. We tried to do our first live show. It was a mess.
Really not.
Maybe the only
Out of all the people you could think of.
But we're still working on trying to figure out how to do that. Probably do it for a while until we get it down to, what would you say, a cadence?
Yeah.
Instead of just all of us drinking in a room and trying to see what
Ranting.
happens. That was, did you get to see it?
I did get
Dude,
to see it.
it was
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
The live chat?
yeah.
Okay, I was like, you posted it? I was like,
I didn't post it. It was just live. If you didn't see the live show, it's not going to be posted again. That was
Like,
just
that
something
was
I'm
all
not
over
very
the
proud
place.
of.
That was trial and error on that one.
Anyway, the reason Stager's not here again is because he has a new job. We're trying to work out scheduling differences so all three of us can be back together. But until then, we have a lot of friends that can help us out, that have some personality. And you may recognize Juice from a few of our other videos,
EDC.
podcasts we've done. Yeah.
Yeah.
EDC. You might recognize EDC. So since you are our first special guest in a way, you want to go and introduce yourself, tell us about what you do,
Oh, okay.
your background.
Well, hi again. Hi, Juice. I am an alcoholic. I'm just kidding now.
Hi, Juice.
Hi, Juice.
Okay, so pretty much what I do is I have my day job and all stuff, but so during certain nights I perform as a DJ / artist for electronic music. So pretty much I play dubstep, freedom, hardstyle, hardstyle, all that fun stuff. Also rave stuff. So that's pretty much what I do. Just trying to make my way up.
Dope.
Yeah. How many followers do you have on Instagram? Or not Instagram. So SoundCloud now.
SoundCloud. I'm rising up to 4,000. I'm at 3,700 so far.
Dang.
I'm not sure.
How many plays do you have?
I want to say 95,000 so far. I'm
Damn.
almost close to 100,000.
Good
Getting
stuff,
close.
man.
I'm getting close.
Good stuff. Oh,
That's
okay.
impressive.
Yeah, that is actually impressive. How
got-
do we know?
One view on my SoundCloud.
Dude, it's where you gotta start. It's where you gotta start.
It's where you gotta go. Yeah,
Making
exactly.
moves. No,
He's gonna make a track. Shout out to my one follower. This is for you.
Thanks for being loyal.
It's gonna be some guy in the garage just like, oh my gosh, you're shouting me out.
You made it number 2.
Some creepo from Oregon just putting hot butter on him. Just like,
He's just rubbing over his body.
exactly.
Put the lotion. Okay, so next thing. So you guys were just saying, I'm pretty sure you guys are lying to me, but you guys know about the whole Colin Kaepernick Nike campaigns thing, right?
I'm aware of it. I just don't know the whole context of it.
See, I don't know the whole. I mean, so the context is you've heard about it, right?
I've heard about it, but same.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So
what the-
from what my understanding, it's not something for me to be like, oh man, my life. So I don't like read too much into it. But from what I know, it's you remember Colin Kaepernick was when he played for the 49ers, he was the one that started the whole take a knee movement to protest. Do you guys remember what he was protesting before I go?
No, I don't. That's why I didn't read much into it.
So I guess I didn't read much into it because like it wasn't something that it should have been something that bothered us because it's politics in a way, but he was protesting. It's from what I thought was police brutality against the African American male that was there, and the backlash against Americans that says, hey, why are you taking a knee during like the national anthem? Like you're a disgrace. You're not an American. And some people took it one way as always disgracing America. He's not he's just not a patriot. But other people were saying that's his value to protest. That's one of your rights is you have the
It's your
ability to
amendment.
protest. Well, your First Amendment rights. Yeah.
Freedom
but-
of speech.
Now he's the spokesperson for Nike, and people are going wild. Like people are burning Nike gear. They're
Seen
like
that.
cutting their Nike swooshes out of their shirts and burn. It's like, first off, that doesn't hurt anybody. You already paid for the product.
And it's
You already made
expensive.
That is expensive.
They already made their money. Like, you know what? You can do that, but you already
It's
spent
like, oh, I'm switching to Jordans now.
Yeah.
It's like you guys do realize that he's protesting this, yet Nike and other big companies use factory workers overseas and stuff. That's the biggest thing is you paid for this. What is the purpose of you burning it or doing that? I mean, on some other sides, they're saying you guys should probably take those items and donate them to homeless vets or donate them to people. Like, you're just wasting money and good clothes instead of just giving it to people that are in need.
People just want the attention. That's all it is. I mean, If you donate your shoes, no one's gonna pay attention to that. But if you're sitting out there burning shoes,
it's gonna raise some flags.
everyone's gonna be like, "Hey, why are you burning these?"
Yeah, it just I don't get it though. Like it's a selfish thing to do. I mean,
very.
you're just there are so many people that don't have clothes, shoes, access to even blankets, dude, or clean water, and you're just like burning clothes you can just donate to people that need them. Like I don't know. I mean, how many times do you donate to someone like that's on the street that you see? I know you do it all the time.
Have I donated? I donate a lot actually.
Yeah, I'm like that. There was a day when we actually drove around and like I think Jordan, you had a bunch of those shirts in your
Yeah,
go. He was just asking like, hey, do you want a shirt? You need a shirt? We just pass it out to people on the streets. I was like, man, this is cool. And then Jordan goes, yeah, free ad placement. But I'm no, it was
Follow me on IG. No, just
the shirts say follow us. No, it was just it didn't in that aspect. You know, I don't like what. I don't agree with what Colin Kaepernick did, but at the same time, I'm still believing, you know, it is his right. I've actually had friends that are in the military that have said, you know, I fight for your right to do whatever you want in America, to have your freedom to protest your amendments, and he's like, that's his amendment right, and he's able to do that. I have no offense to it. Like me, I find it off-putting when I see people take a knee during the national anthem, because just, I was born and raised an American. I mean, I love my country, which I'm sure everybody else does that are Americans, but, like, I don't know. Did you guys get off-put by him like kneeling like during the national anthem when you saw it, or what was your first reaction when you heard about this happening?
So this is how I think about it. Okay, so like you remember when you're in school and we had the Pledge of Allegiance,
Yeah.
and like you always had those kids that would just sit. They wouldn't partake.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's how it is. I mean, it's the same thing to me. It's like, hey, that's your right. I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm gonna sit here and do my Pledge of Allegiance.
I mean,
what I believe.
I would think it's from that kind of perspective. When I seen that, I was like, it's. I wouldn't know how to take it. I didn't know how to process it. Like, this is something I'm not used to. You know, I'm used to people saying, you know, hand over the heart and, you know, like doing all that. And when I seen that, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. I didn't know what's going on. It's like, okay, so where do we go from here? And from there, it was just, it seemed to me like, it was a stand. He was trying to get a message out, and you know everybody has their own freedom of speech. You can say whatever the hell you want. You can say whatever's on your heart, or whatever's on your mind, whatever you got to say. That's on you, you know. But you have to know that with every action, there's a consequence.
Yeah, for
and obviously,
and
there was consequences that were on fire.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad he didn't just sit on the bench.
Yeah.
I think that would have been more disrespectful, rather than any. Are you texting on the podcast?
No, I'm trying to get. I'm sorry. I know that. I'm the one that always like.
This is not the time for Pornhub right now, Steve. Right? This is not the time for Pornhub.
I was trying to
play
get.
it.
I was trying to get the slogan that Nike's doing with the big like meme that people have been making out of it.
Yeah, I seen.
Oh yeah, people are using that so much.
So let's go with what it says. So there's a picture going around of Colin Kaepernick as the Nike, just do it. It's just a picture of his face, and
Can
it
we
says.
Put that on the green screen.
We'll put it up on the back. Yeah, I'll put it on the green screen. Okay. Behind me says, believe in something, even... Stop touching him.
What?
Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. And it, on the bottom has the Nike swoosh and just do it. Picture off. Anyway. But people have been taking this picture and turning it into one giant meme. And it's pretty much the funniest thing I've seen come out of this.
It's like comic relief from it. I've seen a Mike Tyson one. I've seen a Michael Scott one. It's been great. It's the only kind of thing that's been relieving about it.
My favorite one is probably Mr. Meeseeks. It's from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
It's what does it say? It said life is a lie or like oh no, life is dang it. What was I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on. You guys banter for a second.
The funny one I seen is it's that freaking what do you call him? Oh my gosh, I just brain farted.
I don't know.
The stuntman. Larry Enticer is his name.
Yeah.
So he's got like this little like old school like baller helmet and some sunglasses, and it says, "Don't be silly, I'm still gonna send it." And then at the bottom it has a little Nike, and it was like, "Just gonna send it." It's just so funny. I couldn't think of what you call them.
Oh man, these are great. There's a few bad ones where it's like, oh here it is. It's the Thanos one where Thanos believed in something, that's why he sacrificed everything, and it's a picture of Thanos just like yeah.
I was watching this video on YouTube where it's like there's theoretical ways to stop Thanos, and I've seen that with Doctor Strange, like how he makes a little gaping hole.
Yeah.
Great segue.
I felt like he would have like used that to take off his hand, get the glove. But this, I don't know. There's things that just, what's the word for it? Where you kind of just have to like, let it happen. Yeah.
I did see the
sacrifice. I mean, to get everything, you have to sacrifice everything in return. No, just do it, Nike. But no.
Dang, I see what you did.
So yeah, try to get the right phrasing. But so you do know that there's a big theory going around. We're gonna go into movie talk for a second, past all this like hate from Colin Kaepernick.
Little relief right now.
Little relief. We'll probably come back to it later. But so the theory is that if you guys watched the Avengers, it's Infinity War, right? Is the chapter of this one? If you watch it, there's theories that go around with why Doctor Strange just hands over the Time Stone.
That was the only way you knew it was gonna work.
Yes and no. They're saying that the reason the Time Stone was glowing while he sent it to Thanos is because it was activated.
Gonna be so mad.
That only way he can get it into the future was to give it to Thanos, and then someone in the future say Captain Marvel's gonna get it back and then send it back to him. Like, we're in a time loop right now. Like, this all has to happen because it already did.
They were saying that's why his glove broke when he snapped.
Yeah.
It was because it's not the Time Stone in that point in time.
At that point in time.
It was from the past or the future, which is why it was like glowing. Because Time Stones the stones don't glow unless they're being used. So when he like hands it to him and it's glowing, is the whole theory for that.
Why won't Hulk fight back?
We talked about this.
We did.
You didn't watch the podcast?
I did. I just want to refresh it.
So, refresh yourself. Was it your theory or was it Steger's theory?
Daniel's.
So, Steger had a theory saying, which blew my mind because it made so much sense, is the reason Hulk didn't fight in that fight is because he's on Earth.
Is because he's a bitch.
No. Oh. Over here who was it? Who's your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Not in the same reality. Okay, anyways. The reason Hulk didn't fight in Infinity War. Such a great movie.
Hello, secret camera.
That he's on Earth and Earth doesn't like him. So he said, screw this, I'm not going to help you guys.
That's right. It makes sense.
Like from Ragnarok?
Yeah, and Ragnarok is just saying Earth don't like Hulk. Hulk don't like Earth, yeah. And
I just thought because he got like...
Baby arm.
I think just because he got like bitch tossed by Thanos.
That's what the theory was. Oh, he got his ass kicked, so he didn't want to fight. But if you dig deeper, it's like, no, he's on Earth. He talked about Earth not liking him for the longest time, so he's not going to fight with him.
I do think he was like bitter that he got his ass kicked, but I don't think he had time to like recuperate and get angry.
I think with Ant-Man developing, I think it's going to show us the actual truth. I think what's going to happen. And how at the end of the movie, he's able to like get to the tiniest micro spectrum and
to an atom size. That was scary. You see Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I did.
You did. You were talking about, dang, I gotta see it.
You have to watch it. It's
I know.
it's
I
essential.
almost spoiled it.
See, I was spoiled Spider-Man earlier.
I was, but I can't say that. It was. Speaking of Spider-Man, it's a really fantastic movie. Game. Sorry, my bad.
I can agree. Those of you that haven't played or even said, "Oh, Spider-Man," the new one by Insomniac isn't going to be good. It is amazing. I've played it for maybe 5 hours, and I haven't touched the story. Come on now. I picked it up day one. I got my collector's edition, got my little statuette figurine. I had to get it. It's.
See, I played it in my head, watching YouTube on those videos.
Oh.
Just waiting and waiting
I'll have to
and
finish
waiting.
it. Like I said, just like when you're done, let me play it.
And,
like, okay, cool.
And waiting.
I'll probably platinum this, and I rarely platinum any video games. I get a platinum in this one.
Okay.
Like I would hate to know that there's another level of difficulty pass because I never play games on easy or normal. I play on the hardest difficulty because if you do everything on the hardest, you'll unlock everything in the previous ones. So I don't want to go back and waste my time getting everything in one part of the game in a difficulty to go back over and over again.
I started on a toddler level.
This game is hard.
You just hit one button and you can finish the game. X all the way.
It's playing guitar.
I miss that. You used to base your hardcore badassness through Guitar Hero. Like, what level do you play on? Bro, I play on expert.
Yeah.
What? I'm still playing on medium on the rhythm side.
But you can't even use the orange button yet.
That was the thing I was like, why don't I use the orange button?
That was a thing of God when you use the orange button. Like, I can do the orange button.
The epic thing was Through Fire and Flames. If you could play Through Fire and Flames, it was...
I still can't.
You never played it once? I still have my PS3.
I know at the end of the PS2, after you beat the game, you're allowed to play Through Fire and Flames, and you can't mess up whatsoever. But I would try my little heart just to get that done.
Nothing.
Just couldn't do it.
He's like, "Ah."
See, I did it on easy, so it was just like bar.
It's like
For real.
I love this song.
I didn't even have to use my left hand. That's how skilled I was.
That's what she said.
I was just sitting there.
That's a good one.
Oh, man.
Just do it. No.
Watch the mic.
With it being September, we are coming up to the best season of the year.
Christmas.
No, not even close.
Come on now. Halloween, people.
For us bastards that like candy and dressing up weird.
I do too.
Let's talk about Halloween for a second.
So I have ideas for costumes, but I don't know what to go through with. I don't know. I want to be the Statue of Liberty's pimp. I want to be either. I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of there right now. I'm kind of just stuck on that. Kind of open to ideas. If you can help me out here.
What do you think?
You should be a box of juice.
Very clever.
And then have
Jordan.
Savvy be a straw.
Very clever.
I feel like jump from the top. Give him a hug. It's a straw. No. So I think for this Halloween, I usually get a few costumes. I do different things around Halloween.
I feel like Steve's the kind of guy who wears like 3 costumes that night.
Yeah, he's just
Okay,
like,
so
like wardrobe
I've never
changes.
done that yet, but I've thought
Yeah.
about it. No. So far the ideas I have for costumes are, one is Nightwing.
I can see that.
Just another version. It's one of it's Tim Drake, or I'm sorry,
Tim
Drake. Wow. Wait, that's missing 2 people. Wait, who? Stop. Think
Tim
like that.
Drake?
I don't.
It's Dick.
Dick Grayson. I know.
Dick Grayson.
I know. I said that. I was like,
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah.
My bad. I can't believe I got that wrong. Well, Jason Todd still is the best Rob, but anyway, Jason Todd is the best Rob.
No.
It's
Debatable.
the Red Hood. Anyway.
No.
So yeah, Dick Grayson. My second idea was being the Spider-Man from this new game, because the white spider suit is dope. Just all red with the white spider on it. It just looks awesome.
Spider-Gwen is what he's talking about.
No. I hope she's in this game. That'd be cool. And my third... Don't wear that and walk around. Hey guys. You guys want some candy?
Some heels and stuff.
I don't know if you've seen those videos on Instagram, or I think it's Twitter, where they're like, it's like the screenplay or the gameplay from Spider-Man, and it just goes into this like really ratchet Spider-Man that starts twerking. I'll show it to you later, man. It's
And the one like
ridiculous.
dance with Deadpool? Doing the crank?
No. It's like him like swinging up, and he comes back down, and he does a split and starts twerking.
Oh yeah. It's legit. A gift.
Yeah. I seen that, I'm like, what?
What about you, Jordan? Do you have any ideas what you're going to be following?
I'm going to be what I've been for like the past 6 years.
Jordan.
An American?
Yeah. God bless America. No, I'm just
Alright, so
I'm going to be Tarzan.
I can see that.
I can see that. Yeah, I mean.
Well,
you're
actually, I
just-
can't now this year.
Why not?
I cut my hair off.
Oh,
Oh, you're
okay.
saying you still can't be Tarzan with
And
your
I'm chubby this year, so it's not
You
gonna
can just
work
put
this
a little toga thing.
year. It just leaves. It just leaves.
Okay.
it.
So the reason I asked is because, like I was telling you guys earlier, I have a list of what people assume are the top 10 costumes for 2018.
Are we guessing?
We're gonna try and guess.
Okay.
Okay, see if we get it right. Okay.
You know them all already?
I don't know. I
Okay.
didn't even.
I can take a
okay.
swing at it, but I don't know if I get it right.
All right, let's
Obama.
go. What do you think is gonna be?
Okay,
on
number
this?
10, Minions. Number 9, pirate shit.
Pirate shit?
Number 8, let's see, something theatrical, like something from like superheroes. Number 7, sorry, it's number 8 already. Shit.
That's a great costume. Just the emoji, the shit emoji.
The shit emoji. Number 6. Sorry, I had to count right there. Let's see. Marshmallow. Some person with a very notable helmet. Number 5. I want to say, sexy nurse.
Yes.
Number 4, sexy officer.
Yes.
Number 3 is a fucking kitten with the little cat ears they always do every goddamn year. And number 1 would be... Oh, I did number 2. Forgot number 2. Number 2 would be... I don't know. For guys, or no, for ladies. More ladies that dress up more than guys. That really like
I don't know, I
put
dress
detail
up.
into that stuff.
Oh yeah.
The dog emoji from Snapchat.
I want to say like either Cardi B's left ass cheek or I don't know. Let's do that one and just pending.
Let's just. I like that you threw out a list there, just saying which ones would be like. If you don't have to make a list, but like what what are some ones that you think are gonna be
Number
on the
one,
list?
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Number
I can
2,
see that.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Cats for sure. Everyone's gonna be a Marvel character of some sort. I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange and Vision.
That'd be really hard to do Vision. That's a lot of latex and a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. Unless you're
But
the old school
people
one.
go off, man. They'll do it. There's gonna be Transformers for sure because we got that Bumblebee movie coming.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Batman.
Is that an origin one?
I think it.
Might
I think it's.
be. Let's just
I think it's
assume.
its own. I think they
Okay.
scrapped it. Batman for sure. Let's see. You hit a lot of girls, so I'll try to hit the guys. Let's see.
That's
There's
gonna make it sound wrong with me. I hate
You
girls.
get a lot of girls.
there's always a Dracula. Never fails.
Yeah.
Someone's like, I can't think of anything. I'll just go get fangs and I'll be Dracula.
Yeah. Just gotta wear black latex or black pants.
Mhm.
You're done.
I don't know if LMFAO is still hip.
No.
I was actually Red Foo one Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, it was gonna have the afro. I wore like zebra pants, wore big chains at Party Rock.
I think someone's gonna be Rick or Morty.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's off the bat.
The-
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Here's the thing about Rick and Morty though, like if you're Rick and Morty and someone else is Rick and Morty, it's still okay because it's just a different universe.
That's
Like,
true.
Everybody can just
That's true.
a party where everybody just shows up as Rick and Morty. It's fine, works out perfectly. What universe are you
Morty.
from? Like,
Yeah, I'm evil Morty.
Morty, we gotta go back, Morty. Anyway. Okay, so I haven't looked at the list yet. I'm thinking a few things that people are gonna see this year is that big baby. They've seen that gender reveal where someone's in that big baby
Oh,
suit. Someone's
yeah.
gonna dress up in that.
I've been seeing a lot of people that have like the costumes that are like the masks that are really detailed
Yeah.
to the T of baby faces. Of
Yeah.
crying baby faces.
They're
Those
weird,
are
man.
weird. Those are so
Those are really yeah.
Anyway, besides that, you actually said one earlier. Because one of you guys said Donald Trump. Donald Trump's gonna be one.
I said that early in somewhere else.
Yeah. Donald Trump's gonna be a hot costume this year. I'm pretty sure Colin Kaepernick's gonna be a costume this year.
I can see
just
that too.
because of what's going on. Definitely superheroes. You're always gonna get. I think Spider-Man's gonna be a big one this year. What other superhero movies? If someone does Thanos like really well, I'm pretty sure that'll happen.
Yeah, I don't want some like scrawny guy just walking by like
Like some guy my size walking around as Thanos. Like, no, this ain't gonna work. I'm pretty sure someone just Hulk just flicks you and you're done.
you're looking like Thanos looking like Frieza for some reason.
Getting smaller. All right. What else would it be? Incredibles. People are gonna be the Incredibles.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
I forgot about
I
that.
see like the modern dad doing that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, being the family thing. Yeah. What else? I don't think anybody's gonna do stuff from Coco. That's just basically Dia de los Muertos stuff.
Yeah. Let's
That's
see.
all I got.
Like Predator would be a good one
Yeah.
right now.
That'd be cool. Predator would be a good one.
It's just all these things are expensive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I look
No,
at
it's-
seeing those things like I was telling Steve the other day that I was trying to get a stormtrooper costume, and it's over $1,000. I'm like, God damn, that is way too much for a
You
stormtrooper.
could
But
make you one. I mean, not really
I could,
expensive.
but I just look like a guy with just like recycled buckets on me.
Yeah, well, it depends on how you do it.
That's true.
All right. So let's see this list. Let's see exactly how it goes. I haven't looked at it. I'm at the bottom of it. Let's see who's got number 10. Ready? Follow along. Oh.
Oh,
I don't
Sure,
see that.
that's-
I don't see that.
So number 10 is Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
That's too much.
It's actually.
It's hoe season for these ladies during Halloween.
So,
There's nobody
AKA,
like
there would be no bottom.
it's either like
it's a big flowing dress.
sexy plumber or Belle. Let's go sexy plumber in this thing. I don't know.
All right, moving along.
Oh.
9. Anything Star Wars. Oh, we didn't even say Star Wars stuff. Dang. Well,
I
the
said
Stormtrooper,
Stormtrooper.
but yeah.
See?
yeah.
It's just
You didn't put it
really
on your list though.
it's really expensive.
Stormtrooper.
I really put that on my list.
Yeah, I think what's cool is anything Star Wars is easy because you want to be a Jedi. It's easy to make the robe, the fabric and stuff. It's the lightsaber that always costs them.
I'm just gonna get a costume after Halloween. That's when they're like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
why
why I'm
it's-
buying my visual effect makeup, like for doing all those like movies and stuff. It's gonna be from Spirit Halloween because it goes off like 50% off, 70%
For all
off.
like our skits.
Yeah, we're buying a lot. Number 8, okay.
Harley
Number
Quinn.
8, Harley Quinn, of course. You know, people are gonna be Harley Quinn.
There's some
Suicide
girls that just
Squad.
can't pull it off. There's just
That's
some
true.
girls just can't pull it off.
It's like you don't look like what is her name? Maggie Robbins.
Maggie Robbins.
Oh god damn, she's
Is it Robbie?
It's not
Yeah,
really
Maggie
Harley Quinn.
Robbins.
Like it's not really Harley Quinn. It's like you look like a bike, like a Harley Davidson.
That's terrible.
You're driving out.
Here's the thing. So, we'll segue after that. So let's go to number 7.
Okay.
Baywatch Lifesaver.
That's true.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Wasn't there a scandal last year where like some company was giving out red One
Lifeguard
Pieces.
sweaters? Oh, the one. Yeah.
remember,
On
and
Instagram.
And they just kind of like, oh no, just kidding, and it's I think it's like, oh, I have one, I could resource that. I could see that happening.
Yeah. Baywatch. I'd like to see that. It'd be nice.
Slow motion.
6.
Oh,
we did it.
yes.
Daenerys Targaryen is number 6. Okay, that makes sense.
My future wife.
Oh man.
See, I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but
Dothraki.
I could agree with that. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that public figure a
I keep
lot.
telling everybody the last episode I saw, the running joke is when some boy fell out of a tower. Season 1, episode 1.
Just fall.
Okay.
Just
Say it. I was like, wait, that's the first episode.
That
Okay,
is, yeah.
Moving on. Number 5, a White Walker. Back to Game of Thrones. That'd be cool. I mean, that'd be a little easier. You could just dress up like an old Viking in this paint your skin blue.
Fortnite. That's what I should have said.
That would be good. People would start dressing like Fortnite.
default skin.
Yeah.
Just look like a combat person.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Donald
Trump. Number 4 is
That's
Donald
easy.
Trump. Yeah.
It's gonna be huge.
It's good. It's gonna be huge.
This is when we need Daniel. I'm
This
gonna
is when
build
we
a
need
wall. I can't do that.
It sounds that build a wall.
Build a wall.
Build a wall.
It's gonna be
He
great.
just fucking buggers off you, right?
All right. Number 3, 11.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
That's a really good one.
I mean, I'd choose to pick Dusty, but you know.
The only notable one you get out of that is probably 11.
And Dusty.
Because you look like, oh, okay. Yeah, true. Dusty as well. My bad.
And then walk around with
Legos.
Legos.
Well, yeah. Okay, I see that. Number 2, Pennywise.
Pennywise.
AKA. I thought that was a big one last year.
That's a pretty creepy
It
little
still
kid.
is. It's
Yeah.
still a good one. It's like the most relevant horror person so far.
Yeah.
Nuns.
In this generation right now. This generation.
People are gonna be walking around as nuns.
All right, Pennywise. Number 1. Oh, I was trying to.
You
set
called it.
anticipation. Wonder Woman is number 1.
Good job.
If done right.
Bam.
Whoever that chick is from Fast and Furious that is now.
Baby Mama
That's
3.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh my god.
Michelle Rodriguez.
I don't know her name.
Which one is it? It's
Israeli-
like
Israeli
7.
Forces. The main girl. Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Oh,
the one
she-
that she dies in the airplane.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
her, is it?
Yes, she let
Yeah.
go, and
That's the same lady, the girl that was
yeah, and
Han?
Han's like,
I
no.
didn't I didn't. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like 18 of them. You just gotta keep up, you know.
There's so many, you know. I forgive you for that. Yeah. So going back, you know, I think one of us or a few of ours made the list, but like you were saying, some people can't pull it off.
I don't believe so.
Are you trying to imitate the person that played that person in the movie, or are you trying to imitate the essence? Because like that's like saying you're gonna be the Joker.
I can't do that.
You're gonna be the Joker.
If I know my
I'd make a
standard,
great
if I
Yeah,
know
I should make a good Joker.
if I know where I sit in that, I know my my body type and my body like my what I could attire and make it look like proper. I can do it.
So you
Yeah.
choose your costumes based on your body type. And
Exactly.
reflection?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I agree
you
with that
have
because
to,
I think if I could be like Pancho Villa, I'll be Pancho Villa. I just gotta do all that stuff. If I could be like some, how can I say it? Mr. Penguin from Batman. I could pull that off.
That'd be good.
I could pull that off. But if you tell me I could aim as Batman, hell the fuck no.
He keeps it
I can't
realistic.
do that.
You can be the Lego Batman, bro.
Exactly. That must be very blocky,
I fucking love that Lego.
It's just the best part.
Hello, secret cameras.
Oh my gosh, you're Batman! No, the only reason I asked that is because I recently gone to Long Beach Comic Con, and you see cosplayers galore, and some of them it'd be like a really tiny Batman, or like one of the things that I went to a panel there that was called "Cosplay's Not Consent," which basically means like, oh, just because a girl's dressed like this, don't touch your ass to take pictures, stuff like that. But one of the things that kind of got to me, because I was thinking about cosplay today, was one of the guys that was on the panel. His name's Jay. He dressed up as Magneto, and he was getting bullied online. People calling him Fat Nito. It's pretty messed up.
You gotta accept that.
Like if you know what
rock it.
if you know what you're getting into, you might as well just go out guns glory.
Yeah.
And just don't care what anybody says. You're there. You're in the moment. Live in the moment.
Yeah, I'm just like, see me, I wouldn't be Superman. I don't have the physique to walk in and be a Superman. Spider-Man, cool. He's a thin, lanky.
I can see that.
you know,
I can see that with you.
Dick Grayson, he's tall. He's got the black hair. I could be that too. But I never thought about like, just consciously. It wasn't even or subconsciously. I didn't think about being Superman or being the Hulk or like I just like I don't look that way. But would it be bad to see like, say you were.
Solid Snake
So,
from
yeah,
Snake
Solid,
Eater.
well, actually,
Yeah.
he'd still be. There's not a lot that he can't be, just because
He's like the generic guy.
Yeah.
He could pull that off.
He's
I'm
like
basic.
extra everybody picks in Hollywood.
Just kidding. Jason Momoa, I'm coming for that shit.
Definitely gotta go with Aquaman.
Yeah, one day.
Okay.
When I get buff.
So, besides costumes,
I'll be Maui.
Good. You should totally be Maui. Are you guys excited for the mazes this year?
Yeah. I'm trying to take notes. It's a little life hack. How about life hack? For right now they're doing a sale. I think they already passed, but I don't know if it's still happening. For Six Flags, what you do is you get a prepaid card, right? And you sign up for a membership with that prepaid card. Now you're paying $20 just for that month, and you can pay that $20 to get access into the theme park and the music park and the scary part. You know, the Halloween part for $20.
But don't they have your address on file?
Life hack.
It is a life hack. I'm like, this is very villainous, but I like it. But I don't like Six Flags.
I love Six Flags.
You know what it is? It's not that I don't like roller coasters and that. It's I don't like driving that far.
Disneyland is farther.
No, it's not. Disneyland's an hour away. I go every week. Six Flags is like almost 3 hours away.
It's not 3 hours away.
Okay, it's like 2 hours. Okay, 2.5.
2 hours.
Going up the back way.
Even if you take there's no cars whatsoever, you'll get there in 1.5, 120.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's an In-N-Out right there.
Exactly.
Even better.
Right.
Knott's, Universal Studios, Disneyland, Six Flags. Which one probably you think encompasses Halloween the most? Like, when it comes to theme parks.
Obviously. Okay.
Like, or better, see which one has the best mazes, or which one do you
I'm
think
gonna
is the
say
most fun?
Universal. Due to the fact
That they have the budget?
they have the budget
And they have the marketing for it too.
Yeah, and
They have a
that's
lot of
literally
marketing.
what they do all day. That is their job.
Like they get commercial brand
Yeah.
people in there, like commercial. Excuse me.
Strawberry.
Sorry, all over the place.
Listen.
Thank you. I think they have the essence of like having Stranger Things, Halloween, all these things, always incorporated into these mazes where you're just like, oh wow, I want to feel like how it is being there.
Yeah.
As for when you go to Six Flags, it's like, oh, it's called Mummies R Us. I don't know, some stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like, oh yeah, no, and there, like when you go to Universal Studios, it's the real deal.
Oh,
You're in there to win.
Yeah.
You're in there to like, I got that. I've been there. Those movies are nothing compared to this.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which one do you pick?
Oh, Universal.
Universal for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because, the budget, everything.
So-
and that is what they do. That's
Yeah, it is what they do. They make movies. My thing is, I love Universal. I think you're right. The budget is there. The quality is there. But there's not as many mazes and as much to do as there is, say, Knott's. Knott's...
I beg to differ. I beg with I think it was it Knott's or I want to say Universal. No, never mind. I take that back. It was Knott's, where you have a gun.
Did
and
we
you
go together one
Oh,
year?
the zombie?
Yeah, the zombie one.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
I don't think we went... I'm trying to think, like, did we go one year?
No.
No, I don't think so. Okay. I think we planned on it, but, like, things...
I'm too expensive for you.
Oh!
He's like, I go to Universal.
My bad. Anyway, but I don't remember the lasers being at Universal. I remember them being at Knott's. There was,
Yeah,
like,
it was
a
at Knott's.
clone,
Yeah.
Because Knott's has, like, 13 mazes? I mean, they're known for this. Knott's Scary Farm is a staple in American culture. I mean, it's huge. And I like going to Knott's. If I could, I'd go to both, but I usually only go to one because I don't have a lot of
It's
time.
really overpopulated those times. I don't like going because there's long. I paid a guy. I remember going with my girlfriend. I paid $5. No, was it 5 or 10? I gave him $5. Hey, let me cut in front of the line for you. Let me cut in line. I cut the whole line by at least, I want to say 40 minutes, like an hour. By this guy, like, hey, let me switch you 5 and like let me get in front of you.
Why have we never thought of that? We should,
That's a
like, do
good
a
idea.
video on that. Just walk around and
See how many people...
See how many lines that is not about. No?
Be like,
literally
"Ooh,
went
let me
up to
cut."
here like, hey, if I give you 5, will you let me move in? He's like, you got the 5? Like I felt like I was in a drug deal. Like, and I pull out my pocket and like, hey, dude, what's up? Like acting like I'm his friend.
You look like someone who'd be interested in a bargain.
Hey, yo, slide in, bro.
And I jump in front. And literally moments before we were gonna like divide into other lines to get to that, it was like one with
So
the
you
gun.
did it to where, like, so how did you get in? Because you jumped the line, so it was probably
So-
in a wind, and it came back, and this was the guy in front, so you
Even
skipped
better.
all these people.
It was like a zigzag. So you one up, it was this, there's people in line, and all the way to where like the cave entrance was at. And so there's like a barricade of people, like a little rows for people to make a line. In the front of the entrance is like guy, and my girlfriend's like, hey, this is gonna take way too long. We're gonna get in line, and she gets cold. When she gets cold, she breaks out into hives.
Yeah,
So
I know.
yeah.
No, Anyway, moving along. So, guys, it's September what? 11th?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh man. So, before we get into that,
Moment of silence.
I know it's a moment of silence, but just a quick thing. Shout out, not even a shout, just thinking about the day of 9/11. Do you guys remember where you were?
Yes, I do remember. I don't know.
Before we go, hold on. Some people don't know what 9/11 is because I forget we have younger viewers that don't know. So this is actually the first year they're gonna run 9/11 in history book. Like those who don't know, there was a massive and horrendous attack on the World Trade Center, 9/11, 2001. It was probably what changed an entire era of America.
Yeah,
I mean that.
I could agree.
It basically started a feud against terrorism. I mean, what was it? It was 3 planes that hit the World Trade Center?
I don't know.
I think it was 2 planes and then one hit the Pentagon.
In the field of the Pentagon, yeah.
Almost hit it. I mean, kind of like was like
Like,
semi in,
yeah.
semi out.
Couldn't
Trying to see how
quite.
it feels.
I want to do this, but I don't want to do this.
Again, sympathies to the families that had loved ones. Never forget 9/11, terrible tragedy in America. Our hearts go out to all those of you that are still living with that loss. I mean, it's not cool. I mean, do you guys remember where you were that day? Like you're saying that.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember because I was in 6th grade, elementary school. They canceled the rest of my classes and they pulled in a TV. You know, the ones with the wheels on it. You know, we used to get excited to see like, oh my god, it's movie time. But now when that came out, it was just the news. I don't know how the hell they got like cable in there.
Right. Yeah.
But we watched it and I just seen my teacher just crying. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, you see like in the photo like just dust and smoke and terror, and I'm like, what is going on? My little brain didn't comprehend what's going on. You know, I was still a little kid. So, but as later I found out, it's like, okay, that's kind of messed up, dude.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I think we were all actually. Let's see. I was 5th grade, and when it happened, so we were all really young. I mean, this is like our generation. A lot of people won't even like remember this. Like I said, this is the first time people are gonna put this in history books to see that it is like what feuded the war. Like this is basically what kicked off the war in Iraq. Like it was bad. Do you remember where you were?
Yeah, I was living in Kentucky at the time, and I want to say it was 6th grade as well. Yeah, they just pulled us into the cafeteria, and same thing, brought the TVs in, and we just sat and watched the news pretty much the rest of the day, and same, seeing people crying and people freaking out and panicking, like, oh, my family, you know, and it's really sad, man. It really impacted a lot of people all over the world. I mean, I was in Kentucky, so that's just goes to show. Like,
I think probably once that happened, like when you're a kid, you don't understand. I didn't believe it was real at first. I didn't know what was going on. It's like, oh, this is a movie. Like we're watching a movie. This isn't real.
I agree. Like, it was kind of the same kind of feeling. Like, what is going on? What is this? Because my first time kind of encountering that kind of stuff. You know, my first time ever seeing that kind of stuff in movies. I thought, okay, it's that's awesome. It's cool. You know, like a guy who wins. But in this scenario,
Yeah, there was no. It was just. I just remember looking around and people were just sad for like the next days. Like this is an attack on the United States of America. This is a declaration of war. It was. Now looking back, I see that it was probably so many kids that were in my school in 5th grade that just joined the military because I said, this isn't right. This is something we're gonna stand up to. I have so many friends that was their staple to saying I gotta do something. Like I guarantee that more people join the military.
Oh yeah, probably.
Than anything.
Most definitely.
It wasn't even for. People are like, oh, they want to get revenge. I don't think it was to get revenge. I think it was just, you know what, like, this is happening. I need to protect ourselves. Like, this is my home. I don't want this to happen again.
Protect what we got.
Yeah, it was insane. I think I was in 5th grade. I remember being in class, and then all of a sudden the fire alarms go off, and we all have to get racked up. We have to all get put in. Now, too used to work. We all have to go into the classroom, and it's just all the lights are up. It was just on lockdown for. I want to say we spent 4 hours in class. It was just dark. Like you didn't know what was going on. They didn't tell us. We didn't see any of the footage. I didn't know any about it until I went home and my mother showed it to me because she had it on a VHS record because this is before TiVo days, guys, and just watching it, I didn't comprehend it, and the entire school was just there was a different feeling in the air. Like teachers didn't want to they were just sad. Like it was so long of a grieving period. Even now, we still don't forget it. Like it's insane to look back and say that happened. I was alive when that happened. Like some of my cousins stuff, they weren't born during this stuff. So they don't understand how much of an impact it had on American life. Whether it be the people joining the military or just people in general. Like, it's what funded aggression towards another type of people. I mean, well stated. I mean, we lost what, thousands of lives.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys hear the phone recordings?
No.
Like, okay, so I was watching this video earlier on YouTube, and it was just showing the phone recordings that people were saying, people that were in the towers, people that were in the airplanes, and they were talking about that it wasn't phone calls or messages of hate, it was phone calls, messages of love, and just listening to this is really, like, heartbreaking. You hear them be like, hey, just want to let you know, like, some people were calm, some people were hysterical. There was one where it's just like, hey, I just want to let you know, hey, I love you. I might not be able to get another chance to say that to you again, but it was just. And I'm listening. I'm like,
hear that,
oh.
dude. I can't hear that.
And it was so like man, like what the thoughts that people were going through during this thing. People were saying, oh, our plane's been hijacked. There was another call that kind of got to me. That I was like, man, this sucks. It's like, hey, sweetie, pick up the phone. I know you can't answer right now, but I'd really like for you to pick up the phone. Okay, you're probably not around right now, but I just want to let you know, hey, I love you and you mean the world to me. And one day I'll see you soon. And I was just like, oh, my heart. Can't do that.
Sad, dude.
It was bad. Oh, man.
To that caliber, it's like, it tears you apart because, you know, these are people's last moments and they're, you know, obviously they're telling people, like, hey, farewell, you know, see you later. And it's just, you can't do anything about that, you know? You can't really go back and say, like, oh, well, could have done this differently. It's just, yeah.
I mean, segueing into that, when it's always that saying that the people that have passed have get more flowers than those that are living. It makes you think about, like, man, am I spending my time with the people that I love the most, or am I, like, not giving a chance? It's like me personally, I always have these, like, feelings of regret for not spending so much time with my family growing up because I was always working, like, constantly, even now, but now I'm taking time out of my busy schedule to go and spend time with my family, my loved ones. That I remember that when my grandfather had passed, it was like, man, I wish I would have gone out to more things. I remember seeing posts for, like, be at work on Instagram and stuff about my family doing things, and then it's like, I was never there for that. I wasn't there for that. It makes you put into what is it, like a thought of just, hey, you know what, am I spending my time with people I love enough in my days? Because we're all busy. We're all working. We're all doing things for our own lives. But at the same time, do you guys think, like, nowadays people are just spending enough time with the people that are close to them, like, more importantly, like, their family and, like, their loved ones? Or you think we're just too busy in our own selves nowadays that we can't get behind that?
I would say, you know, it's sometimes, it's like, I like living by this phrase. I forgot who said it. You have a jar, like a jug of water, right? Mm. And you have a bunch of glasses representing your friends and your family. You keep pouring your cup, your jar, your jug, whatever, of water into those cups. But at the same time, you gotta take care of yours, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna have your cup's gonna be empty. Mm. Dedicating to your time, like you gotta make time for yourself too. Yeah. But at the same time, there's always enough room. There's always enough room for family. There's always enough room for yourself. There's always time for everything. There's always time for whatever you want to do. My opinion.
Yeah, I know you take trips out to go visit your family, like, almost
all
once
the time.
Once every month.
No, same thing. Yeah. I try to keep a nice balance of work, family, and friends. Just same thing. You know, you lose people and you realize the time you could have had with them, or times you should have sacrificed more of your time to be around other people. So yeah, I live by that too. Same as Juice, man. I like to take a lot of time for family and friends and sick days and all types of stuff. You know, so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people always say, like, so I think going with talking about sick days is thinking the idea of playing hooky at work. Everyone's like, oh, you're just ditching work. It's like, no. Usually, like, if I ever have to call off work for a reason that's not for me being sick, or, like, my daughter being sick, it's like, I take it off because, you know what? I feel like I'm too far separated from my family. Like, I need to go take a trip with them. If they're saying, like, hey, we need to, like, we're all going here, do you want to come? And it's like, oh, I gotta work. I remember having that mentality and that thought in the back of my head growing up, and I was like, I gotta go to work, I don't want to get fired. But at the same time, it's like, man, I'm slaving away at a job. Now I'm not slaving, I'm actually doing a job I enjoy and I love. But I'm wasting so much time here when they can replace me the next day. It's just knowing that I can lose these people tomorrow. I don't want to say, oh, I didn't get to see them the last day. It's like, it's a way to maintain. People want to say, oh, you shouldn't take time off work just to play hooky. It's like, no, it's doing it because emotionally and mentally, my stability, I want to go and feel the loved ones I have. Because, you know, thinking about days like this where people like are gone in an instant, you didn't realize it. I don't want that to happen again.
I did that once. When I was working at GameStop, it was around Christmas time, and my parents had told me, "Hey, we're going to Mexico." Usually, you know, around the holidays, they always go to Mexico to visit family, and they're telling me you should come. I'm like, "Oh, I can't. I work." And my dad told me like something similar to that, like, "Hey, look, it's a job. Yeah, it's a job, but is it really a job you're gonna want to stick to?" You know, and I thought about it. And I thought about my parents, and obviously my parents they're not in the best conditions, but you know, I want to enjoy these moments with them. I want to do these things with them. So I literally just quit my job right there and then and went to Mexico. I went to Mexico and I loved every moment because it's the same point. Like, family is not always there. A job is always there no matter what. There's always going to be jobs looking for you. There's always going to be jobs that you can look up.
And what's that saying is don't break your back for a job that can replace you the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to weigh your options, people. I mean, for my thought now, as I've grown up, my thought now is try to spend more time with your family and your loved ones more than you spend time at work. That's why I use whenever I'm with my family, like, hey, like, do you guys? I always tell them, like, Miranda, my sisters or my mom, like, hey, you guys want to go? Excuse me, do you guys want to go to the movies? You guys want to go to lunch? I just want to spend some quality time with them because you never know. Like, anything can happen nowadays. Like, especially with like people, like the state of the world right now is lately is just detrimental. I mean, with presidencies and people going here and here and people getting killed in the streets, it's just not. It's not far-fetched that today could be the last day for some. I don't want you guys to think about that because that's a terrible thought to live with and just be walking around day to day thinking, oh, my loved one's going to die. No, but just remember that it is a crazy world out there. We are older now. We understand that things can happen, and it's just how we live right now. It's sad, but it's a sad fact. It's a sad reality.
Yeah, that's why like when you go somewhere and you have this connection with people, always leave that like it's your last time. Because you never know, you know? I mean, don't bicker with people. There's no need for that because you don't want that to be the last thing you shared with this person.
Exactly.
You know, and enjoy that time like it's your last is like the song.
Any other last words? Any other topics?
It's Halloween. Try to be a hoe. Like, go for it. Don't think of it twice. If you can't pull it off, don't pull it off.
2018, nobody judges.
Okay, I beg to differ. But yeah, you know, if you got it, show it.
Unless you're my size playing the Hulk, then I'm going to judge super hard.
Baby arms.
you should be Hulk. I'll be Thor. We'll just talk about, like, I still won't work. I'll be Spider-Man. We'll have to have someone else be Thor. All right, thank you guys again. Sorry for the last 2 weeks we didn't have any shows. But like I said, we tried the live show last week. Chaos, we'll work on that. As you can see, we're buying more gear. We're slowly getting closer and closer to making new things. If you guys ever have any suggestions for us, any ideas for topics, feel free to comment below. Send us an email or a message. And as you can see, we have a brand new logo. Somewhere, I'll put it in front of us. Yeah. Made for us by our good friend Manny. His Instagram stuff is amazing. Check it out below.
Bomb.
Yeah.
I got something to say.
Yeah, what you got something to say?
I'm going to Catalina the 19th and 20th. If anyone wants to go, hit me up.
Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, bye guys.
Adios.
Boats and hoes.